think we might be back. There we go. I'm gonna not touch the controller. I'm in the absolute cinema pose right now. Uh, so I'm not gonna skip this incredible opening sequence. What was the start of all this? When did the cogs of fate begin to turn? Perhaps it is impossible to grasp that answer now, from deep within the flow of time. But, for a certainty, back then, we loved so many, yet hated so much. We hurt others and were hurt ourselves. Yet even then, we ran like the wind, whilst our laughter echoed under cerulean skies. You want me to bark, Joey? Is that it? If I get that in writing, you want me to bark for you? It's Chrono Cross. It's it's one of the goats. It's one of the best ever. Yeah, like I said on Blue Sky, I've been wanting to play this again. For oh, I'm glad to know that at least. Yeah. Oh, we're going into the other intro sequence, which is like it's just like a kind of demo. So a cool song that I think only plays at like in one of the alternate endings that this game has. Yeah, we'll just hit it again. So yeah, this is Chrono Cross. This is the sequel to Chrono Trigger, uh, which is, I think Chrono Trigger is pretty good. It's fine. It's good fun. It's all right. Uh, Chrono Cross though is has a very special place in my heart. Wanted to play it for a long time, so here we are. Absolutely, vibration function on. Mm. I thought about letting letting people decide if they wanted to name the characters. I think we'll stick for Serge for the main character, but if people want to, we'll maybe name future characters different things. Although there's certain things where like you name characters once they join your party, but sometimes a character is like in the plot a lot before they even join your party. So you have situations where a guy has been called like Terrence the entire game, and then you call him Sally, and then suddenly their entire name's retconned to have been Sally the whole time, which is very funny. I think a similar thing happened with Chrono Trigger, with the secret special party member, Magus. If you rename Magus something, then retroactively he has always been named that instead of Magus. is it, Serge? You look troubled. This is it. There's no turning back now. Oi, come on, Serge. Mel. Just you wait, Lynx. Today's gonna be the day of reckoning. Say your prayers. Not that it'll do you any good. Serge! One thing I want to do is just hit the options real quick. Okay. So, fun thing like this little cold open we've got here is we're Serge, obviously. We're the boy in the bandana. And then we've got our second kid. And then our third character here is like randomly selected from a pool of the game's characters. So you can have literally anyone of this game's infamously large cast of playable characters. There's like, well, the game's pretty large. I will turn it down a little bit. Is that better? Is that good? Perfect. Yeah. The way this game's playable characters work basically is that all the kind of like side characters you would meet in like a regular JRPG join your party, regardless of plot importance. Basically, some of the playable characters are like very plot significant, and some of them are like joke characters, basically. Some kind of switch. So close and yet so far. Oh yes, of course. That is my exact setup. It's you know. Is that not done? Are we? I seek to emulate Darkside Phil in many of my decisions. Certainly, I would never have learned how to eat pot noodle without Darkside Phil. Oh, shit. So this is the game's battle system. There's a lot to it, but for now, you've got like your attacks. You spend like different stamina for different levels of attack. How many action points it takes. You have greater strength the higher it goes, but also less chance to hit, but you can build up a chance to hit by hitting attacks of like the lower ones. So, like so. And then each level, each time we get a hit, it builds up a level, and then we can spend that level on elements, which are this game's magic item system, basically, where your characters will have a deck of elements, basically, yeah, you can spend 7 stamina to use those elements based on how much level you have. And unless it's an item, your elements are all replenished after every battle, basically. Yeah, that's the basics. There's a few more other stuff, but it's a bit more in depth than Chrono Trigger's battle system was. I think of Chrono Trigger as a game that everybody has played, but in my adult life I feel like that's increasingly less true. I don't know what it is. Like, a lot of people around me have not played Chrono Trigger. Yeah, I think Chrono Trigger is fun. It's good. It's like it benefits immensely from the fact that it's really short. It's like a 20-hour game, and it's really brisk. And all that sounds like really like backhanded, but it does have like a really propulsive energy to it that I think people really respond to. And it's got some very good Akira Toriyama designs in the characters and the enemies. There's some cool stuff in the story, but it is like very, it's kind of standard. Chrono Cross is a lot more going on. This was a game led by Masato Kato, who was kind of the scriptwriter for Chrono Trigger. Yuji Horii of Dragon Quest fame is often credited for this, but if you look into like the behind-the-scenes information, well, what it really is that Yuji Horii wrote a plot outline and then handed it off to Masato Kato to actually write the story. And then like other Squaresoft alumni design like different bits. But Masato Kato is like the director of this project, and it's really interesting seeing what he wanted to explore with Chrono as like a concept, and how that differed from like public perception. I've made posts very recently to this effect, but I feel like Chrono Cross is starting to get its flowers more now, but for a very long time this was like an infamously derided game. People talk about it in ways that they talk about like like The Godfather 3, I think is maybe like the closest I can think of in terms of like a film that has the reception that Chrono Cross has. Which is maybe rude to Chrono Cross. I think it's better than, The Godfather 3. Although, Godfather 3 is fine. It's stupid, but I remember watching Godfather 3 of being like, this is alright. This is not what I was led to believe. But yeah, we're just in this dungeon. No real context for what we're doing. We've been beamed aboard the Starship Enterprise. Oi, what the bloody hell just happened? What are we doing out here? Wow, bugger, we're so high up. Is this thing floating? Did it feel like your body passed through the floor just now? This sure is some fort. Eh, Serge? You alright, mate? You've been acting kind of weird. Who knows what up ahead? So just stay on your toes, eh? So, characters in this game have accents. There's in fact like an entire accent system, like a procedural accent system they developed for this game. I don't know if I should be doing the accents because I think they'll be terrible. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, kid here is a Australian for some reason. Oh. Serge? Good morning, Serge. Come on, sleepyhead, get up. So hello, Beach. Oh, you're just in for the start. I had some technical difficulties that delayed the start, but we're here now. Yeah, we just had a dream about fighting monsters and stabbing a girl. It looked like. I wonder how old Serge feels about that. Hi, Sri. I am having fun. I hope you have fun too with your evening. Good morning, Serge. You're finally up. The sun's already reached high noon. By the way, didn't you have plans to meet with Lena this morning? Lena came by to see if you were up, but you, young man, were still off in Never Never Land. You shouldn't break promises like that. Girls can be pretty scary if you make them angry. Damn. So we slept through the time we were supposed to meet up with our girlfriend because we were too busy dreaming about stabbing a different girl. Best not tell her that part, she'll be jealous. Awesome, ain't it? Poppy caught down south by the El Nido Triangle. Nobody likes going down there though, they all say it's creepy. But this sucker sure looks tasty. Yo, Serge, what do you think of this sawfish? Have you ever seen one this size? Ha! This has got to be from the legendary Dragon King Palace. Wouldn't you agree, Serge? Ha, you wish. Yeah, I guess legends are meant to be legends. Yeah, that definitely would have been too good to be true. Oh well, at least I know for sure that this one's a biggie. Live an honest life and something good is bound to happen. Ha ha ha! Yeah, I love the text box in this game. I remember, gosh, years ago now, a YouTube video I watched, someone, and they were like pretty high on the game generally, but hated the text boxes. They thought they were so ugly. I think they're great. I think this is. I'm going to try to resist just saying, look at it, look at it. But I do think this is like basically the prettiest game ever made. I'll see how I'll use just one. Look at it, it's so pretty. Yo, Sergi, I heard you totally blew off Lena this morning. I didn't think you had it in you. That was real gutsy of you. Yes, that kind of shows her who's boss, eh? Don't tell her I said so. Well, my sister's a bit uptight, you know. Could you, like, break her in a little? You know, make her act a little more ladylike? You have my support all the way. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. Jesus Christ, kids! Una has been... Una's been on the Maniverse, shit. They've been listening to Andrew Tate. Someone needs to step in, have a word with Una. This is my house. Enter at own risk. Got a little kitty there. Meow. Used to cry and run away at the mere sight of a pussycat. Do you remember? When you were knee-high, you were attacked by a panther demon. I guess it left an emotional scar. But it's good that you've overcome that fear. Girls will think you're a weenie running away from cats. Good morning, Serge. Don't tell me you just woke up. Don't you know that the early bird gets the worm? Ina's over there on the pier. Looks like her mother asked her to babysit. I love these like little it's not just on a loop. These little windmills attached to these strings like move with breeze, and some of them get stuck and stuff. It's really good. We see out into the dock there. Why, hello there, Serge. Can I interest you in something? I have some great elements. Would you like to take a look? Show me your elements. Sure, just 1 second. So yeah, this is this is kind of the way you build characters in this game is like not really about leveling up so much as every character has like a deck that they can fill with various elements, and as you level up you get more slots to put elements in, and you have like characters' decks are like arranged differently. Like there's one character who I used a lot in my first playthrough who like starts off with like a very small, like he has no space at all for like the most basic elements, but he has loads of space for really tough elements. So it's like a character who's meant to like be kind of shit early on, but like gets better towards the end. Yes, speech, exactly a Baton Kaitos like. In fact, Baton Kaitos is in many ways like a spiritual successor to this game. A lot of the team members worked on this and Baton Kaitos. It was basically when Monolith Soft was founded. It was founded by former Squaresoft employees who worked on Xenogears and this. I believe after Final Fantasy XI, the base game Final Fantasy XI came out, a bunch of that team left to join Monolith Soft and worked on Baton Kaitos, while the Xenogears people who left a bit earlier were working on Xenosaga Episode 1. Yo, I wasn't gardening, I was really looking for treasure. The great explorer Toma. Believe me, kid, this ain't gardening. I'm real busy. Now go away. Go on, scoot. Toma. I believe Toma is from. There's like a character in Chrono Trigger who in every time period called Toma. So there's another one here. There's like this game's callbacks to Chrono Trigger are like pretty tasteful and pretty universally well done. That is a controversial opinion. Like just recently, it is still common opinion that people say like, oh, Chrono Cross is like a bad sequel to Chrono Trigger. And I disagree. I think the ways in which this game is in conversation with Chrono Trigger are really cool. But like it has enough of its own voice, It doesn't like say it's not particularly upfront with it. Oh, Serge, how goes it? How would you like to join everyone for my lecture? Today's lecture is The Fundamentals of Attack and the Art of Elements. Sure. Excellent, a true man you are. Well then, let's get on with it. Oh, come on, Serge, don't hold back. As you can see, we are pretty considerably weaker in the real world than we were in that dream. First, here's some basic advice on attacking, so listen up, young'un. You know the 3 different attack levels, weak, strong, and fierce, each have differing accuracy, or hit percentage values, don't you? Every time you hit your opponent, each of these values increase to make it easier for your next attack to hit its mark. A good strategy to start with weak blows, which have the highest chance of succeeding, and then build up to strong and fierce blows. So rather than attacking willy-nilly, you should aim to build up your hit percentage. If your fierce attacks don't hit home, you're just wasting your energy. Oh, you're not even close. Don't be trusting your hit percentage too much there, boy. As long as it's not 100%, you can still run the risk of missing continuously, don't you? Sometimes it pays to muster up the courage to use strong and fierce attacks straight from the start, too. Next, let's check out the use of elements. When you use an element, the color of that element's attribute remains on the battlefield, in the form of the field effect. Each time you consecutively use the same colored elements, the effectiveness of that colored element group increases. Here, I'll show you. Let's fill up all the field element attributes with the color blue. Try using the blue element after me. Hey there, hurry up and turn all the field element attributes blue, for crying out loud. Don't you know how to use them elements or something, young'un? If that's the case, then listen up, boy, it takes some explaining. First, you got to choose attack to do some physical damage to your opponent in order to get started. Weak, strong, and fierce attacks each add 1, 2, or 3 points to your element power level. Your current level is the number that appears above the level symbol under your name there, son. Oh, I nearly forgot to tell you. You won't accumulate any power unless you actually succeed in hitting your opponent. So be careful, you can't afford to miss. Discharging this accumulated power is what using elements is all about. Once you build up some power, you'll be able to choose the element option from the battle menu. When you select the element option, grey-coloured rectangular plates appear on the screen, don't they? Those plates are the elements you have currently collected. So why don't you try using one of those blue elements you have there, boy? Relax, they won't disappear when you use them, you just won't be able to use them for the rest of this battle, that's all. Once you enter another battle, you'll be able to use them again, so don't hold back now. But even though I say this, I still have to stress that you've got to consider the appropriate time to use your elements. Otherwise, you'll never be able to beat some of the harder enemies you're bound to meet. You've got to form the proper strategy, boy. Oh, but wait, I'm forgetting something important. It must be my old age. There are some elements that disappear in a puff of smoke each time you use them. The element ×1 tablet is just one example. These are called consumable elements, and they have the symbol ×1 in front of their names. These don't regenerate after each battle. However, the benefit of such consumable elements is you can allocate up to 5 of these into the same element grid space. Doing so will allow you to use several of them in the same battle, unlike basic elements which normally can only be used once in any one battle. This is why consumable elements also have a number such as ×5 after their names. That's the number you currently hold in that grid position. This number will decrease as the elements are used up for good. However, after each battle, you can restock more for use next time. Anyway, enough about that. More about actually using elements. Oh my god, Radius. Alright, I'm just gonna go through this now. I'll explain all this when it comes up. Well, sorry for the long lecture there, Sonny, but my explanation about elements is officially over. Why don't you try to use one now? But, Radius, I already did. I used my element, Radius. See, the field is completely blue now. Any blue element you use now will sure pack a punch. Here, try this out. Ho, was that too much for you? Sorry about that, young'un. Conversely, when there's a lot of blue in the field effect attributes, the elements of the opposite colour, red, will be weakened. So try to discern your enemy's attack pattern and fill the field with the opposite colour of his attacks as a form of defense. This strategy of using the elements is sure to come in handy, so put it to good use, Sonny. I didn't hear that, Radius. I was fucking dead. I was dead and gone. Ho, how was that? You learned something there, boy? Anyway, I guess it's time to bring this lesson to an end. Here you go. Ha! This old man loves to kill kids. He just can't get enough. Evening, gamer. Pooped already, eh? And you're still so young. Oh well, don't let it get you down. Come again anytime, Sonny. I did everything just as Chief Radius told me, and now the aches in my body are completely gone. What a fine man our chief is. Skilled, competent, caring. I heard he was quite a warrior in his prime. You could learn much from our chief and grow up to be a great man like Radius. The record of fate tells me not to go out to sea today. That's why I'm here for the chief's lecture. Go against the record of fate and you regret it for sure. Days like this, it's best to take it easy. We should all live in harmony with fate. Hi, Serge. I, Ganji, know all and see all. I can tell you all you need to know about using key items. How about it? Tell me, Ganji. Good, I'd be happy to. Listen carefully now. When you want to give someone a key item, get within talking distance and press the square button. This will bring up the item menu. Then select the item you wish to give and confirm. If all goes well, the person should respond. It's the same procedure for when you want to use a key item in a specific location. Just select the item you wish to use. No need to worry about making mistakes. The item won't disappear if there's no response. Well, that's about it. Come to me anytime should you have any questions, boy. Wah ha 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 ha! Hey Serge, wanna hear a secret? It's about Poshul. Sure, tell me. Okay, but keep it a secret, okay? Ready? Poshul is such a pig when it comes to eating. She'll do anything if she's fed her favourite dish. Very unladylike, isn't it? Tempted by food. Damn, you're shaming your dog creature thing. Oh, hi, Serge Poo. I'm a bit busy right now. Have you already met well with Lena? Methinks she wath by the pier. That's exactly right, Serge. There it is, the record of fate. It records everything, good or bad. If you see one of those things outside, don't forget to record everything you've done so far. Think of how terrible it would be if you lost your past. Then you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. If you listen closely, the record of fate will tell you lots of things, like what you should be doing next. And when you can't hear anything anymore, well, I guess it means you don't have a future. When that happens, you should just go home and go to sleep. There isn't anything you can do to change fate. If you want to record what you've done so far, step up to the record of fate and open up the menu. Then select the block you want and follow the directions to save. Easy, isn't it? We should go look for another one. I'm going to be here for a while. Oh yeah, and if you go out onto the world map, you can save without the record of fate. No cutting in line, Serge. Back to the line. So yeah, save points exist in the world of Chrono Cross. They are real things that people talk to and talk back, apparently. It says, the ecstasy and anxiety of the chosen one. A mega babe is in love with me. Wee! I'm on cloud 9, but I don't want to get dumped. It tells of how naive the hearts of man are. Only Chief Radius can come up with a golden saying like that. Serge found cure behind the frame. Oh, it's you, Serge. I think the Chief is outside. He said he was going to teach him self-defense. He may be old, but he still has some fight left in him. You kids better not misbehave, or else the Chief will have to crack down on you all. We came all the way out here in search of the legendary treasure, but our funds ran out. Once I'm done cleaning in here, I have to do some yard work. We gotta do something to cover our expenses. If I knew this was going to happen, I would have tried to persuade Sir Tomo to look for treasure on the Zenon continent. Time sure does fly. Chief Radius has been living here for 4 years already. He's such a bright, cheerful man. Everyone in the village really likes him. I wish he could stay here forever. Alright. I think we've officially blown off our girlfriend long enough. Let's go actually talk to her. Yippee! You're late, Serge. Sleeping in as usual, I suppose? You promised you'd go get some Komodo dragon scales for my necklace, remember? Since you were late, my mom asked me to babysit the kids. Woohoo! Serge, Lena, look at me! Come on, you guys. You should join us. It feels really good. Unlike the rest of you, we're not here to play. Don't swim out too far now. Okay, gotcha. kids sure have it easy. Remember when we were like that? Not a single care or worry on our minds? How each day lasts an eternity, filled with newness, fun, and excitement? But the important thing now is not our childhood, but my Komodo scale necklace! Yes! We have to face up to reality and live each day anew! So I want you to go to Lizard Rock and get some scales for me. I would join you, but I still have to watch the kids. It's your fault, you were late! Once you collect some Komodo dragon scales, I'll catch up with you at Opasa Beach. Is that okay with you, Serge? Sure, no problem. Good, that's what I wanted to hear. Okay then, don't just stand around. Go collect some scales at Lizard Rock. Let's see. I think 3 should be enough. Good luck, Serge. I'm counting on you. I think she's like 16. And to be fair, that is an extremely 16-year-old thing to say. Ah, the bygone days of youth. We're so mature now. Oh, it's you, Serge. Beautiful day, huh? You caught me dozing off there. By the way, Serge, do you like the sea? Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, the sea sure is great. But just remember, Serge, don't take the sea too lightly. Usually you'll find the sea to be vast, deep, full of strength and energy, yet kind and gentle. Once it becomes angry, it can turn into the most frightening monster you've ever seen, engulfing everything. Close your eyes and prick up your ears. Can you hear the cries of countless men swallowed by the sea, the hidden secret the sea whispers? I recommend you learn to sense the mood of the sea. That's if you don't want to join the fellows already in the bottom. Hey kid, do you like the sea? Oh yeah, sure. Oh, cool. Just remember, the sea will fucking kill you. Do not fuck with the sea will fuck you right back. I'm sure you understand, a boat is like a limb to our fishermen. Pull any stunts like last time and I'll whack you in the head. Serge, don't be mean to my Celine. Isn't my Celine cute? Daddy found her at Lizard Rock. A lot of baby Komodo dragons play out there. I guess it's kind of like their hangout. And you know what, Serge? Don't tell anyone what I'm about to tell you, okay? It's a secret. Lolo said he was going to get me some Komodo dragon skills. Hee hee, what should I do? So, just want to flag a little thing coming up here, which is... Oh, the animals are so cute and beautiful. Also, we want to kill the animals to make get skills for jewelry. Hello there, Serge. Word has it that Komodo dragon skills are quite popular among the youngins these days. So you're collecting them too, huh? What, to make a silly little necklace? That's right. Hee hee hee, well said, Serge. You truly are a man of the sea. They don't call me the Komodo dragon expert for nothing. Let me give you some pointers. Clean out your ears and listen well, Serge. This is truly top secret. My super duper secret number 1. Rock and roll to trap the sucker. My super duper secret number 2. Use the lay of the land to make a surprise attack. My super duper secret number 3. There's always one that likes to play tag. Run with all your might. Beware, these dragons are mighty cautious and run at high speeds. You must face them with your wits, courage, and tenacity. Use your lightning start and run like the wind. Whip past it with all your might. But I guess there's no point outrunning it. Anyhow, it's all about guts, my boy. So once you catch up to it, you must fight. Kick that little sucker's butt. But don't get your own butt kicked. Hee 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 hee. That's about all I can teach you about the ways of an expert. Now go, Serge. Go for the gold, and bring forth a brighter tomorrow. Hee hee hee, sorry. Do you know about Lizard Rock, southwest of the village? I've heard that a monster Komodo dragon comes out every once in a while. I've told Kiki numerous times not to play there, but she never listens to me. I guess kids will be kids. Oh, hi Serge. I was lost in my thoughts there. You know how Kiki's growing up so quickly? Sometimes I'm just amazed at how much she resembles her mother. Yeah, I guess my wife is like that too. She's been very much like her mother since as long as I can remember. I guess it demonstrates how life continues to live through generations. It's been about 10 years since I became a fisherman. Back then, I still had other aspirations, but I ended up succeeding my dad. Guess you can say, everything here represents 10 years of my life. Lion sharks, sawfish, six-horned narwhals, you name it. They represent all my hard work and dedication. I love my job, and I'm happy with my current lifestyle and all. But lately, when I get to thinking when I see Kiki, but how I could have had a different future, if I had chosen a different path 10 years ago, I'd be living a completely different life than I am now. I'm not saying which one would have been better, but I just wonder where the other path may have led me. I guess the longer you live, the more you wonder about another you that might have been. Boy, life sure is complex. Oh hey Serge, you want this? Here, take it. It's an amulet I made from a lion shark tooth 10 years ago when I decided to become a fisherman. I don't need it anymore. I have my wife and Kiki watching over me. How do I... There we go. Serge received Shark Tooth. Yep. The soundtrack to this game is like the part of it that is like, I think has lived in the culture broadly. It's kind of like, regardless of how you feel about the game, the music of Chrono Cross is amazing, and it is. It just is. I fully align with the popular consensus on this one. It is just one of, if not the best video game soundtrack ever. Hamana, Hamana, Hamana. She sure is pretty. What a knockout that dancer Miki is. The poor town of Termina has its share of dancers, but no one, I say no one, compares to Miki. Mind you, I've never actually seen Miki dance. Oh, how I would have loved to see him jiggle. I'm talking about her arms, of course. Whoa, Serge, don't tell Grandma about this. Yo, Serge, have you heard anything about them group of thieves up in the mainland? I think I haven't. You really haven't been keeping up, have you? It's pretty big news, even in El Nido. Those mysterious thieves have broken into a bunch of houses up in the mainland. They're cold-blooded bastards. They'll go to any extreme to get money or jewels. Even the powerful nation of Poor can't seem to get a hold of them. I think they call themselves the Radical Dreamers. Wouldn't want to run into those bandits. Huh. Familiar name. Looks like the Viper Festival will be cancelled again this year. Our only celebration of El Nido Archipelago down the drain. There hasn't been anything good to talk about since the army from Poor took over the islands 3 years ago. Wouldn't have to put up with the situation if General Viper and the Dragoons were still here. Why hello, Serge. Do you want to hear the real truth about the world? Insanity leads to chaos, then to solitude, the fruitless effort of adding meaning to what is meaningless. A lone crimson tear falls to the sea, the echo of the remaining star cries out in infinite vacuum. The least I can do is send my distant prayers over the wind of time, setting sail on dreams. Well, how'd you like it, Serge? Were you moved? I've been dreaming about becoming a poet since I was little. I want to cross the continent and make a name for myself, but there's just a pencil and a paper. But look at me. I'm in this puny village in the middle of nowhere, waitressing in this rundown shack. What you say about my restaurant? You can quit any time, you know. Yikes. Just kidding. I was just kidding. I was just saying how good the work environment is. You want to hear my poem again, sure? No thanks. Ah, so you don't want to hear it, huh? I guess I'm just another one of those unappreciated geniuses. Serge found ivory helmet. Serge found a Hecarim bow. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Oh shit! I did not know that, Cami. I will have to change that. I did not change that since I am playing the original PS1 version via DuckStation. I would say the remastered version is not great, unfortunately. It is, if you play on the classic version, it is fine as a Switch thing, but if you're going to be playing on PC, I would just emulate the PS1 version. It's the PS1 version looks better. It doesn't have like weird font issues. Like I say, if you want to play it on the Switch, the Radical New Edition is totally fine, I would say. But if you want to play it on PC, I would just emulate it. It's just not really a particularly. It's not like, you know, you won't. It won't ruin the game necessarily, but it's not ideal, I would say. If that a Hecarim bone? Serge Poo? A present? For me? How'd you know? To accept or not to accept? Me accept your present and me shall help you. Me will do anything you want. Me will be honored to be by your side. Me will use my pretty miracle power X. Me will do it, Serge Poo. Poshel joined your party. Yeah, so like I said, we can rename Poshel, and that will just retcon what his name was for everyone in the world. You know, we'll stick with Poshel for now. I think the Radical Dream Edition has achievements on the Steam version. Yeah. There's actually not that many reprises of Chrono Trigger music in this game, but you'll be hearing Luca's theme a lot in this game. Alright, let's see. Let's get some. So, this is an early game with crafting. You can't just buy things from shops. Instead, you need to get the materials, bring them to shops, and then they will upgrade your weapons. I think it's good. I think it's fine. I think disassembling your old equipment to make new stuff makes for a fun economy. But I do understand if people are like, look, see there's crafting in the game and are horrified. Just don't go near the Hydra marshes to the east if you go outside. Don't want you run into those evil dwarves and that Hydra now. Alright, let's head off and get some skills. But first, I'm just going to run on a bit and enjoy this music because it's another banger. Oh yeah, enemies drop crafting materials. I love the little diorama miniature versions of your characters running around the world. Yeah, there's a wonderful like painterly aspect to all the backgrounds in this game, which I think means they look unfortunately uniquely ugly when done in like the AI upscale remastered graphics in the Radical Dreamers edition. You can turn those off, but if they do look really horrible. But this is just gorgeous. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, the soundtrack to this game was composed by Yasunori Mitsuda, who composed most of the soundtrack for Chrono Trigger until he was hospitalized through overworking, and Nobuo Uematsu stepped in to finish the soundtrack. But there's like a genuinely endearing camaraderie between Yasunori Mitsuda and Masato Kato, who are like lifelong friends. Where basically anytime someone has asked the other, is there going to be a Chrono 3? They're like, maybe, but you have to bring in Mitsuda, or you have to bring in Kato. I'm not doing it without oomph, which is it's adorable. Alright, we're gonna find some beach bumps. Oh, I forgot to give potions some elements. Well, he can still beat people up with his bare hands. Actually... So something that is fun is you can add an element to a higher slot than you would normally be able to, and that will give it, like, upgrade it a little bit based on where it is set. I believe you can do the same with like higher level elements, where you can say, I'll accept this being a little bit worse in order to be able to access it sooner, which is a fun little maneuver. And so what I've got set up here is I have a cure element, and it's the same level, but because I've given it to two different slots on these two characters, that means that, okay, I know the Poshal's cure is a little bit more potent than Serge's, so that can come in handy if I need it. Oh, that's a Komodo dragon. Now, what did we hear from the expert? We got a rock and roll. Using elements will always cost 7 stamina, which means that your character will take longer to act. So every time one move happens, that will increase every other character's stamina by 1. And whenever your character has 0 stamina or minus stamina, they cannot act at all until they have at least 1 back. So if you do that, if you like go overboard, which you will do pretty often in the game, uh, you will basically be giving your enemy a free move. It's not too much of trouble. Like, I would say this game is harder than Chrono Trigger was, which was a very easy game. But it's fine. There's a couple of points that are like infamously difficult, and there's one boss that is I've only ever really seen done in one other game, which is the Final Fantasy IV remake for the DS, which is a boss where, unless you do a very specific series of things in order without deviation, it is basically impossible. Which is something that is, can be criticized, but I do quite like it for the intimidation factor it creates. And yeah, well, we'll maybe eventually get to that. That's a ways off. I think that fight is also optional, technically. There's something so fun about the way characters in this game, when they lose all their HP, they just kind of like flop over. They just look like, I'm tired, I'm EP, I'm heading to bed. And yeah, you have like these unique environments for fights in this game that Chrono Trigger also had, because there wasn't like a separate battle screen. Fights just took place on the overworld. This game doesn't have that, but it has kind of, to emulate that effect, I think, there are so many unique battle environments. It's kind of crazy how many there are. And much like Chrono Trigger, in New Game Plus you can access like a developer's room, where I think you can just like cycle through every single one and have a look at them all, which is like a really cute little addition. I love little museum things like that in games. Like the Insomniac Museum from the old PS2 Ratchet & Clanks. I was gonna say I think this game has the best water on the PS1, but I think this might just have the best water in like any video game. Like, it's so like textured, and the color is just so like well thought out. Like the little like greens at the water edges, and then coming into like the darker blues as it goes down. Oh. I'm doing it again. I told myself I wouldn't just gush about how this game looked, but I fear that is a huge part of the Chrono Cross experience. Essentially, because I think like a lot of the people who worked in this game also worked in Xenogears, which is a game I think I like the look of a lot, but also is like was a game that was very clearly made by, and was like self-evidently made by people who were, it was like their first big project in a lot of ways. Like that is what Tetsuya Takahashi has kind of said about why Xenogears Disc 2 is the way that it is basically because they just did not know what developing a game would actually be like, and so they bit off way more than they could chew. But this game has such like a, like, it does not look like the effort of a team that has made 2 games before. It is like so remarkably well put together, and it's not like it is absent of rough edges. it does kind of fray towards the end of the game, like many PS1 RPGs do. But I love it when PS1 RPGs do that. So that is a plus, not a negative for me. Alright, I'm trying to remember how we get these guys. Chrono Cross is 2 discs. Which is kind of wild, given how much 3D assets there are, but I think Squaresoft really got like data compression kind of down to a fucking science by the end of their time on the PS1. You know, I think I can't remember if Final Fantasy 9 is 4 discs or 3 discs, but either way, the level of detail in those models compared to like the models of Final Fantasy 7, and those games are what, like 3 years apart, is crazy. 8 I know is 4 discs, but I think like as 9 was 4, yeah. It was 4 discs, but the 4th disc of 8 is like a fraction of the size of the others. Not even in the Final Fantasy VII way, where like, oh, the plot's really done, but all the side content is not available. Like, most of the side content is like locked off in the 4th disc of 8 because of time compression. It's just like that, I guess. So, something that's worth noting about this game is that there is not really a leveling up system at all. Instead, how the game works is that you will increase in power significantly with like bosses, and then you will get a little bit more stats when you fight some regular battles. But those are all very minor boosts and don't add up to too much. This is not really a game where you can grind. It's not a game that discourages grinding, because you do need to do battles and stuff, but it's mostly for materials for your weapons and stuff. Oh shit, I missed. Which thing is interesting. I think there is like a textural thing happening there that is significant. I have to remember that Serge has to psych himself up a bit before he can jump down. Gotcha. I do find it interesting that this is a game that opens with doing the classic MMO activity of like, go to this area and farm these guys for what they drop, contextualized as you know, you're doing this for your girlfriend, and like, what if it like around the same time? Much of this team is also working on Final Fantasy XI. which is a game that, as an MMO, there's plenty of that in it, but also the base game of Final Fantasy XI and the first expansion, Rise of the Zalart, have like a real, those are not games that are uncritical of the adventurer mindset. You basically play as like a thug in the first version of Final Fantasy XI. And I think there's a lot of those ideas are also in this game, and more potent, I would say, overall. Back here, you. What do you know? That the expert was an expert. All of his tips did come in handy. Oh, shit. I guess that's an adult. Yeah, Mama Komodo. She's pissed off that we've been killing her babies. And you know what? Fair enough. So, I only have 1 stamina, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to defend. And if you defend, then your character will defend until their stamina meter goes up to full, basically. Well, Serge is out of offensive elements. Hooray! We butchered a family of lizards to get their skills. Hooray! And like, I think what I like about this game and Sado Kata's writing in general is that there's like, if Yoko Taro wrote this, the dragon would say, you killed my babies. I'm 2 days away from retirement. Like, I think this game has a lot more confidence in its audience to think about the images it's being presented with and consider them. And, it treats its audience as if they are capable of thinking about images conflicting with one another, which is, not a lot of, there's a lot of productions out there in every medium that can't necessarily say that. Anyway, Poshoshu! We now have 3 Komodo skills. Let's get moving though, Path of Peach, and wait for Lena. Sure thing, but first we've got some treasure. Poshul, man. You missed almost everything. Yeah, I guess I should have said Poshul is like an optional party member. You can go through this segment with just Serge, if you want. Quite a lot of the party members in this game are completely optional. If anyone has played like Suikoden, it's a similar kind of thing where there's a lot of party members, a lot of them are optional, and you know, there's like a core cast that has like story relevance, I would say. But also, you can just choose not to take some characters who have story relevance. There is like a character quest line, characters in this game that I would never choose to recruit them, despite the fact that seemingly most people who play the game do recruit them, because I think what you have to do to get them is like awful. I don't want to do it, basically, and not in like it's a pain in the ass kind of way, but in a I don't want to do this. I think it's a bad thing to do as a human being. Yeah, time for one of my favorite locations in video games, Opasa Beach. There you are. Sorry I'm late. I hope you didn't wait too long, Serge. Poshul? I didn't expect to see you here. So this is where you went off to. Wee, Leneth here. How are you doing? Oh, are you two on a date? Though me think me should leave you two alone. Oh, please, don't be silly. Poshushu. Well, how'd it go? Did you get the Komodo dragon scales? Oh, they're beautiful. I'll be able to make a great necklace with these. Thank you, Serge. And you too, Poshul. Ahem, no problem. It sure has been a long time since we last came here. We used to come here all the time. The sea never changes, does it? It's been rolling in and out like this since long before we were born. It's been here for eternity, it seems. It's probably seen many things, heard many things. It'll probably keep rolling in and out, long after our lifetime, without a single change. Hey, Serge. Remember we used to sit and talk like this when we were kids? With the gentle sea breeze and the tranquil sound of the waves. Just the two of us, talking. Do you still remember that day? I remember. Really? You do? So, Serge, you haven't forgotten about the promise we made that day? Hee. That makes me happy. But aren't memories strange? Just when you think you've forgotten about something, it comes floating back into your heart. I guess it's just lying there in wait, waiting for that right moment. Why, we might even remember this very moment someday. In 10, 20 years, when we're all grown up and married and have kids of our own, then one day, when that time comes, I wonder what kind of adults we'll be. What kind of life will I be leading? I wonder what to make of this day. We'll never forget this day. Yeah, I hope you're right. Serge? There's been something I've been wanting to... Serge. Serge. What? What's wrong, Serge? Serge? Cross. No sé, pero sé. It's true, JRPG protagonists absolutely love to be making promises on that day. What are you doing there, boy? It's dangerous to sleep out here. You alright, boy? What on earth are you doing lying down anyway? For a second there, I thought you might have been a dead body washed ashore. Huh? Where's Lena? You were the only one I saw when I got here. Are you a friend of Lena's? I believe she's in the village babysitting. Well, I'd best be on my way. Anyway, if you're looking for Lena, you should stop by the village. You know, you shouldn't be playing out here, boy. Wouldn't want anything to happen to you now. Serge Poo, you're finally up! Something went whoosh, and me what I called too. Me woke up first, so me went to look around. But no sign of Lena anywhere. You think Lena spontaneously combusted? Me wonder if she's okay. Yeah. She doesn't seem to be on the beach, although, something I do want to show off. You can just, like, go out into the water? A really long way. I don't know why you could do this, but you can. I don't think I would level past the beach as much as I do if you couldn't. Being able to actually walk into the sea, you know, it's not a beach in a video game IMO. You can't walk out into the water. If it's not a piece of land connected to the water, it's not a real beach. I feel strongly about this as someone who has grown up next to a lot of beaches. Oh, danger! Oh, pass the beach. Keep out. So there's a barrier there that wasn't there before. What are these things? Oh, look at these guys. Their faces are so expressive. Oh, they are fire wraiths. Okay, so this isn't going to do that much damage, but it did enough. I love their like half-closed eyes they've got. That's so cool. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Or at least I don't remember noticing it. Oh, and even the treasure chest has reset. Interesting. I'm trying to think who will be the next person to join our party, because there's a character, there's an optional character you can get nearby, but I don't know if I've got the things you need to actually recruit them yet. But they're an interesting one. I haven't played this game like fully through in like genuinely like a decade, but I feel like a lot of it is in my memory. Like I played the first stretch of the game a lot, and it's something that I looked up a lot of like production stuff about it, so I was just kind of fascinated by it. This was a game I played in my first year of university, and was really something that, like, at that time I was making a what I think all of us have done at some point in our lives, which is a overly ambitious RPG Maker project that was like a ludicrously ambitious, and like in like the back of my head there's still like, oh, you know, maybe someday, but like I spent so like years working on it. Like I think the build, like the build that I left with when I stopped really working on it, I think it was like 20 hours long. Like I made a lot of stuff. I say made. There was a lot of YouTube to MP3 going on with like music and things, and a lot of using like the default assets, etc. Oh, Pojo's looking a little peaky. Let's see if we can heal the little guy up there. So we can also switch to a dynamic camera mode, which like zooms in on the enemies you're going to target instead of having that little red thingy there. And that also changes the camera for the actual fighting to be more zoomed in, and you know, changing from angle to angle in a way that it is honestly really cool. Oh, but yeah, with regards to the overly ambitious project, I played Chrono Cross while I was, deep into working on that, and was just like kind of fascinated and wanted to hear like everything I could about how this game was put together, because I think there's something about how, especially when you're younger, like, certainly for me, I felt like games were like these impossible things. I couldn't really imagine how they were made. Like, I knew, like, on a basic level that they were like programmed and stuff, but like it just seemed like magic to put something like this together. But there was something about Chrono Cross and, you know, games like Xenogears, where I also played around this time. I was just like going through loads of PS1 JRPGs, and the way that PS1 JRPGs are these beautiful, expensive productions that are so filled with like lavish things and so filled with passion and art and music, and also like inevitably shambolic in some aspects, like, you know, there's always something about a PS1 RPG that is mortal in a way that makes them just like so special to me. Like even the PS1 Final Fantasies, like 7 has the thing where its translation is kind of a mess. It's like this vast, disparate display of different elements. 8 has the thing where the battle system is just wild and, you know, people struggle to get on with it. 9 isn't finished in a lot of ways. Like that's harsh, but like, you know, that is a game where they wanted to do a lot more than they had time to necessarily. And I don't mean that like as an insult to that game. I think that is something I appreciate about it. But like, you know, Xenogears and Disc 2, this game and some of the stuff that happens in it. Even things like Legend of the Dragoon, which I'm not a huge fan of Legend of the Dragoon, but there is like a roughness to it that is very personable. Even something like Dragon Quest 7, which I am not a Dragon Quest 7 fan. I don't like Dragon Quest 7. When I replay it on the 3DS, we'll see how I feel about it. But like, really didn't get on well with that game. But even the fact that it is a bloated, badly paced mess of a game, even that kind of adds to it. You know, it has that essential je ne sais quoi of the PS1 JRPG, you know, and I love it. It's so good. I do think I will like Dragon Quest 7 more when I get back to it, because like I saw a thing today where that was like one of the party chat things in the game, and it was from the character Maribel, where she was saying to somebody, I want you to know that if I ever die, I want you to be so overcome with grief that you never eat again and starve to death. And just like, what an insane, wonderful thing to say. And yeah, some stuff like that makes me think like, you know what? I'll probably get on quite well with that game when I get back to it. Yeah, much like last time, we'll see that the world map music has changed, and this is I think the official name of the song is like Dream Shore, Another World, but to me it will always be Dreams of the Shore of Another World, which is the Dreams of the Shore Near Another World, actually, which is the fan translation of it. And it's just like, so that title alone brings like such, it's special to me, and it's such a beautiful track. I'm just gonna let it play for a bit. Those strings. There aren't better strings on the PS1, I'm sorry. Well now, you're an Arnie. What brings you here to this quiet seaside village? There isn't much excitement here, but please relax and stay a while. Oh, hi. Are you new here? Lena? I think she's on the pier babysitting. She should be up on the pier. Are you a friend of Lena's? The pier's up ahead. Listen, don't be doing any mischief to them boats. A boat is like a limb to our fishermen. But I guess outsiders like you wouldn't understand. Yippee! Lena! Though this is where you were. How could you just leave and go back on your own? Go back? On my own? What are you talking about, Poshel? And... who are you? Have we met somewhere before? Are you from Termina? Poshel? What are you saying, Lena? Hey, yeah, you! Don't be trying to pull any moves on our Lena, you jerk. Don't be silly. Don't go swimming out too far now, you hear? Okay, gotcha. Kids. I guess kids will be kids. Don't worry about them. You know, you look a lot like the boy who used to live next door to me. What happened to him? What happened to him? Why do you want to know? It's really none of your business. That boy died. He drowned when he was very young. This all happened 10 years ago. Soon after, his mother passed away too. I was still very young back then, so I don't remember too well. But my mom says his name was... Serge. I'm Serge! Huh? You're Serge? Oh, stop that. That's not even funny. The boy is dead, don't you understand? That boy... I guess I kinda liked him. If that boy were still alive today, I wonder what would have become of us. Sure is weird. Why am I opening up to you like this? Well, I guess there's no use thinking about the past. It's not like Serge is going to come back. Mom always tells me I shouldn't dwell on a lost loved one. You can find his grave up on Cape Hoyle. Actually, why don't you visit the gravesite? No one's been up there in a while. Well, I still have some chores to finish. Sorry I blew up at you like that. Goodbye, stranger. What? The tranquil sound of the waves does it to me every time. It makes me so sleepy. I bet the lullaby we heard in our mother's wombs was kind of like that. Alright, bit out of pocket there, man. One day we will all be returned to the mother sea, embraced by her lullaby. Hey newbie, you find my sister yet? You alright? You look like you've just seen a ghost. Guess we should check our house. Pochou? The room looks different. Shoo, Shuggy Poo? Mama Shuggy Poo, did you redecorate? It looked a little depressing. Pochou? Looked like the room that we decorated too. Kind of looked like a junk room. It's too dusty in here. What are you doing here, man? This is my island. Well, I'll let you rest here for a little while, man. So you want to rest, man? Yes, please. Have a good night, man. So, Komodo dragons can talk too, huh? Kind of makes it a little bit weirder that we went and killed so many of them. That'll be exactly 100 G, man. Didn't I let you rest here? Quit complaining, man. Thanks, man. What are you doing in my house? My house isn't a playground for you kids, alright? Go play outside. Who are you, mister? This is Serge Poo's house, isn't it? Where's Mama Serge Poo? Huh? Who? Marge? Who the heck's that? I've lived in this house for 5 years now. Sorry, that name doesn't ring a bell. For 5 years? Is that true, mister? This is really, really weird. Whatever with all your gibberish, man. Just get out of here. Have you heard anything about the El Nido Triangle down south? Everyone says it's really creepy over there. Some say you can hear strange voices. Some even claim to have seen a huge glowing egg down below. I tell you, adults are so superstitious. Try to act all tough, but this kind of stuff scares them. I just haven't been able to hit a big one lately, you know? I'm not really concerned about the money or profit. I just had this urge for a challenge. Come on, baby, I know you're out there. I need some excitement. Give me a big catch. Yeah. Radius isn't here. None of the people around him are. That's right, the Record of Fate records everything for us, good or bad. So when the time comes for us to bid adieu, our life story will live on in the Record of Fate. Think about how terrible it would be if you left this world with no record of your very existence. Just between you and me, our chief Ganji is really stingy. I can't cook a decent meal if I don't have fresh, quality ingredients. Then he complains about how terrible the food tastes. I can't stand it. Serge found tablet behind the frame. Yes? You want to see the chief? Huh? Radius? Who's that? Ganji is our chief. There's no one by that name here. You must be mistaken. You're a new face around here. We don't get too many visitors. My name's Ganji. I'm the chief of Arni. Why don't you rest and stay for a while? Can't offer any extravagant entertainment, but make yourself at home. The only thing the Record of Fate doesn't touch upon are life and death. I don't mind, really. I don't think I really want to know. More importantly, what should I see first at the festival in Termina? Should I go watch Nikki's concert? The mermaid dance show? What to see? Every time I come to a decision, I always wonder what would have happened if I decided the other way. Maybe I should have done this instead of that. Maybe I made the wrong decision. But luckily, we have the Record of Fate. It tells us exactly what choices to make. I can't imagine life without it. Every day will be filled with anxiety and fear. Looks like it's going to be another scorcher today. It hasn't rained in quite a while. I don't know how much longer us old-timers can stand this heat. At least the element shop is basically the same. Let's get another aqua beam so we can have one for Serge as well. And get some medicine. So yeah, medicine can only heal ailments of the corresponding element. So green elements can only heal green status effects and stuff. Greetings, Sonny. You're a new face in this village. A friend of Lena, perhaps? We'll find Lena out there in the pier, babysitting. That reminds me, the boy who lived next door was terrified of cats, but that was more than 10 years ago. The boy was attacked by a panther demon when he was very young. I guess it left an emotional scar. Poor, poor boy. No one ever imagined such a tragedy would take place several years later. I can't comprehend my son anymore. He hasn't worked in years. There's a time he had his heart set in becoming a man of the sea, just like his old man. But look at him now, praying to that silly-looking doll day and night. What has that gotten into him? 10 years ago, my husband's friend lost a son. The boy drowned at sea at the tender age of 7. And soon after, the boy's parents passed away too. Such a sad turn of events. That's when my husband changed. Never did I imagine he would end up like this. His way of life has changed completely. Daddy always spends his time downstairs. He won't play with me. And he gets real mad if I go down there too. He didn't used to be like that. I bet he doesn't like me anymore. Aww. Oh, hello there. I just finished praying. Here, take a look. It's called Mojo. It's a good luck charm from the Far East. Can you feel the love and affection oozing from it? It's just such an amazing messenger of love and courage. Think about it, my brother. How our everyday lives are controlled by uncertainty and fear. Our spent yesterdays and an uncertain tomorrow. How we live a meaningless today. This holy item, filled with the prayers of people today, protects us and supports us. Come, my brother, let us pray together and bring peace of mind to our hearts. Where you can find true love and peace of mind, within Mojo! No answer. It seems to just be a straw doll. Let's pray together, my brother. Where can you find true love and peace of mind? Within Mojo! Watch Mojo. Top 10 forbidden artifacts from the Far East. Well, it's not really... I need Phil from Watch Mojo to do a Chrono Cross video. If people have not seen the Phil from Watch Mojo videos, please watch them. Right now, go to YouTube. I'll wait and type in Watch Mojo Drakengard 2. That'll take you where you need to go. Oh, I do have it. Okay. I was just checking something on my phone. Because... this is a tooth from a ferocious lion shark. And look at the size of this thing. Judging from the size, this baby must have been a good 15 feet. Don't tell me you're the one who caught it. What? What did you say? Another me? So the other me who became a fisherman asked you to give this to me? What are you talking about? That's enough. There's only one me. How can there be another me out there? Sure, there was a point in my life where I thought about becoming a fisherman. That was a good 10 years ago. But I couldn't do it. I gave up that path right then and there. I just give up. I don't care what you say. This is the path I chose, and I don't regret it. Besides, you can't just change the way you live in the blink of an eye. Now, if you please put away that thing and leave me alone. I have nothing more to say. Now, please leave. Hello there, I just finished praying. Here, take a look. It's called Mojo. It's a good luck charm for the Far East. Am I missing something? Oh, okay. I need to do something else first. No worries. That's a little side quest there. The quest is maybe putting using a strong word. Humana, humana, humana. What a hunk! This here is Nikki from the Magical Dreamers. As luck would have it, Nikki is holding a concert in the port town of Termina. There is a heaven on earth. It pays to live to an old age. I can't believe I'm actually going to be able to hear Nikki's beautiful voice. Whoa, stranger, don't tell Gramps about this. Oh, bless. There's always a horny one in that couple. The art is a little... Maybe can't quite see it, but Nikki is a real gender character for me. We're gonna see Nikki's at some point, I think. This year's Viper Festival is going to be some event. They're going to have a famous minstrel band there. See that poster over there? He's the lead guitarist and vocalist of the band. He dresses flamboyantly, but he drives the women mad, young and old. He puts on a powerful show too. Yo, stranger, have you heard anything about them group of thieves up in the mainland? We have actually. Yeah, I guess news travels fast, even down here in the islands. I think they call themselves the Radical Dreamers. Bunch of show-offs. They're no different from psycho killers. So many freaks out in the world these days. I guess just a sign of the times. Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. Are you from Termina? So how's it going over there? I bet everyone's really excited about the Viper Festival. What? My poems? What are you talking about? I gave up on them ages ago. It was just a stupid dream I was obsessed with. I never did have any talent. But how do you know about that? Nobody knows about my poetry. It really doesn't matter anymore whether I'm writing poems or not. Nobody would give a hoot about someone writing poems in a tiny little cafe in the middle of nowhere. Oh, a tiny little cafe in the middle of nowhere, huh? Just remember, dreams do come true. Do you honestly believe that? We live in the middle of nowhere, in this tiny village leading small lives. Nothing's ever going to change, no matter how hard you try. That's just the reality of it all. Hello, young man. What can I do for you? What happened to the cook that speaks funny, you ask? Oh, you mean my lesser half, my husband. He went on a journey to brush up his cooking. I have no idea where he could be. This room is so pretty in this world. But there's still a chest here. Alright. I guess we should go look for Serge's grave. Ooh. Oh, actually, Poshul is innate yellow, so he would actually benefit from that Electro Jolt ability more so than Serge would. We'll give it to him. Poshul, this scene is going to be too serious. You gotta get out of here. There's some writing on the tombstone. R.I.P. Our beloved Serge. Died age 7. Nobody can take anything away from him, nor can anyone give anything to him. What came from the sea has returned to the sea. So you must be Serge, the ghost of the boy who died 10 years ago. Poshul! Don't move. Sorry, Junior, but we have no business with your friends. We're just after you. Be a good boy and come with us. But, Sarkash, do you really think it is truly true that this chap is a ghost? He seems like a perfectly perfect young boy to me. That doesn't matter. We find the boy here, just as he said we would, didn't we? Now seize him. Hold your seahorses. Who the... Out of the way, Missy. You don't want to get hurt now, do you? Shut your trap. You're the ones who'd better get out of the way. You have a problem? Do you have a shaken idea who you're dealing with, Missy? That's enough. Listen up, Junior. Our orders are to take you in. We don't want to hurt you. Just come with us. Or else, this axe of mine will have to do the talking. Crying out loud, would you just shut up and get on with it? I'm gonna kick your sorry arses so hard you'll kiss the moons. Fair enough. You leave us no choice. You'll regret this, Missy. So, you know what everybody loves? A Team Rocket. You know what this game has? Maybe the best Team Rocket in video games? Salt and pepper. Sir, his innately innate element color attribute is white! White boy spotted! White boy spotted! Right, that does it. Quick, attack him with the opposite element attribute color. Black! How unfortunate, I do not seem to have any, sir. You nincompoop, you should always carry elements of every colour. Now how about you there? I'm shaking in my shoes to tell you this, sir, but I don't have any either. We'll have to let you, Sir Karsh, show us how it's done. Useless fools. Real men don't need magic when they can fight with their might. Pepor down. Sorry, that was salt. This is Pepor. I could use an element, but I kind of want to keep it in red because then the mysterious girls elements will be a bit higher tier. I'll use one more with her and then I will break the field with Serge's next move. Serge and friends reach a new growth level. So gosh, I say we shake it on out of here so we can live to fight another day. These aren't so ordinary brats we're dealing with. Damn cowards. As for you, Missy, we won't forget this. Oh, I'm so scared. We're happy to take you on any time. Think I'll lose to scum like you? Ha! You alright, mate? Serge. Your name's Serge, ain't it? Oh, me? My name's... Kid. Call me Kid. Nice to meet you. I just couldn't stand by and watch those blokes gang up on you like that. They just pissed the bloody hell out of me. Wish I could have beat them up some more. But why was that mob after you? What do you mean you never even met him before, huh? Ah, forget it. Hey, Serge, how about you and me team up for a while? That Karsh fella ain't gonna just leave you alone, that's for sure. And to tell you the truth, I'm new to these islands. It's pretty lonely traveling around here on my own. So how about it, Serge? Perhaps it was fate that we'd meet up like this. So, this is an interesting thing. Multiple times, you know, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to refuse. Hang on. Are you telling me you're going to refuse the company of a lonely, vulnerable, sweet little girl? You sure there, mate? You might live to regret it, you know. Sheesh, well, have it your way, mate. So yeah, she will just walk off if you say no. I'll be heading up north to a town called Termina. It'll be getting pretty dark soon. I suggest you go find a place to shack up for the night. Don't want you to become Heckran bait now. Well, see ya. It was terrible. They should be kind to animals. Rise and shine, everyone. A new day awaits. I'm glad I found you here, though. Serge, right? Kinda feels odd calling you that. You know, I've been thinking. Maybe you had some kind of accident and hit your head. That's why your memory's all messed up. You're really someone else, but you think you're the Serge who died 10 years ago. I want to help you. I can't just leave you alone like this. And you don't seem like a bad person either. You're planning to go to Termina, right? Then let me join you. I have some errands to run over there anyway. And to tell you the truth, it feels like I've always known you. Sounds strange, doesn't it? Well, that's that. Shall we get going? Lena joins your party! And again, we can rename Lena. We can change the name, even though her name is Lena, and we've been calling her Lena this whole time. Oh, we can just change her name. Okay, let's head to Termina. Shoo! Full speed ahead. So yeah, Lena's another optional character. You only get Lena by saying no to Kid at Cape Hoyle, which is interesting, and it's not the first time something like that happens. This game has, I would not call it on like an Akatoshi Kawazu level, but I think this game has a real wants to push back against like strategy guide users. Basically, this game will frequently lock mechanically useful content behind being kind of a dick. This is one of the softer examples where you say no to kids, but like there are future things where like the most powerful character in this game that you can recruit, one that has like significance to Chrono Trigger fans explicitly, is only accessible if you do something really bad. And I find that fascinating. And I don't think I'm going to do that when we get around to it, because I think it's just like, it's horrible. It's really cruel. But I figured it's worth to demonstrate that. So yeah, by fumbling kids at Cape Hoyle, we've got a new party member in the form of Lena, and she's in a innate blue. So we are going to tool her out. I didn't mean to press that again. Alright. So we're just gonna spec out. Lena all the way into blue. Alright. And now we're going to head north to Termina. Our excavation is nearly complete. Just stick to the low path and make your way through. We still have some of our men working on the high ground, so do not interfere with their work. But what if I want to interfere with your work a little bit? Oh, look at these little dog guys. They're fighting each other. They're Bubba Dingoes. And although the game will auto-select a character for you, you can also select one yourself. Each character has their own weapon, and that's just the weapon they use. And Lena, because she is the demure, feminine opposition to Kid being a spunky tomboy, her weapon of choice is a frying pan. We're investigating a supernatural phenomenon up there. It is off limits to the... Hey, are you the exorcist we sent for? Yes, we are. Oh, great. I thought you'd be a little older. Please make your way up the rope ladder. Yeah. There's some weird bad gender stuff going on in this game. A lot of it's in the periphery, but it is there. Are you the exorcist? You're younger than I expected. Anyway, do you hear that howling sound from down yonder? All we want you to do is to stop that noise. I don't believe in ghosts, but go do what you have to do. They say there's a ghost in Arnie Village and now this mysterious howling. Why must we conduct such strange investigations? I just hope it's not some kind of omen. No one's been down there yet. There might be a monster that'll bite your head off. Why am I in charge here? It's only my first day on the job. Yeah. Looks like I'm causing quite a stir. I've been waiting forever for someone like you. Yeah, I know. You and I are both dead, eh? I don't know how I ended up like this. I don't have a body, and I don't remember a thing. You understand what I'm going through, don't you? But I have a feeling everything will come back to me once I find my body parts. So how about it? Will you help me find my body? Sure. Yeah? Yeah? I'm heavier than I look, but I hope you don't mind. And don't swim me around too much. I start feeling nauseous. Serge received Heavy Skull. Alright, we got our new party member, I guess. So Skelly's bones are scattered all throughout the game, and if you find enough to get his body back, he will become a party member. I have never found all of Skelly's bones, so maybe I'll look up a guide and see if I can find it, so I can get him this time. Oh, look at this little guy! This game is absolutely packed full of little guys. Squawk! I think that means we defend. Oh, and of course he goes for Lena, who was the only person who couldn't defend in time. And she's done. Oh, shit. Oof. Like I say, this game is like generally not too hard, but there are tricky bits. And this guy is reasonably tricky. Kinda meant to come here later, but hey. We're here now. Oh wow, defending really didn't reduce the damage of that much at all. You know, Poshal's kind of, he's got like 101 health. Poshal's kind of a tank. He just punched that guy out. Serge, pick the bellflower gently. That is something we will need later, so might as well pick it up while we're in the area. Hey, don't go down there! I'm the one that's going to get it from the boss if I let anyone down there. Plus, I really think there's a monster down below. I'm warning you! Oh, it's fine. We've already got one of these guys. Did we nearly die? Yes, sure, but it'll be different this time. Okay, first things first, have Athena defend. She does not have enough health to survive otherwise. She might not even have enough health already. 85! Oh my god. Oh, Pusho's licking his paw. $97! Oh my god. Well, a lucky thing about this game is that it is one of the very few JRPGs where you can just like run from basically every battle, including boss battles. Okay, he's low. Ooh. So the reason why Serge didn't get much health back there is because he was defending. Defending reduces the effectiveness of everything that hits you, including healing spells. So if you want to, it's turtling up is not a particularly effective strategy in this game. This is a game about being kind of aggressive. Oh, thank God, that was just a little tap needed. Strong Ditto, yeah! Serge received Big Egg! Hey, you guys are pretty strong. Listen, can we make it so that it was me defeated the monster? Come on, please? I'm glad that was taken care of. I wonder how Sir Karsh is doing. You know, with the Isle of the Damned incident and all. It's nothing. I didn't say anything. Skulls are not supposed to jump around. Must have used some kind of supernatural trick. Anyway, we'll take care of the rest, so please be on your way. Just send your invoice to Viper Manor. Thank you. The Isle of the Damned incident, huh? That sounds like it was probably fine. Speak of the devil. Shake it. We can't just shake it on back to the manor like this. We failed in our mission. That was awfully awful back there, Pepor. I want a rematch. But by the way, do you remember what kind of outfit he was shaking? Just something justly like that, Pepor. Oh, you remember. So he looked like that, huh? Actually, it is him, Pepor. So you're sure about that? Wonderfully wonderful timing, Pepor. Let's shake it. We're really gonna shake it to you this time. This time I made sure to bring a black element with me, Pepor. Good work. I'll shake it on up and attack him with it. Affirmatively affirmative, Pepor. Oh dearie dear. That was no black attack element you used just now, was it? It's a black element that makes your foe more susceptible to attacks of the opposite color attribute. White, wasn't it? Oh, I'm afraid you're right. How terribly terrible. You did bring a white attack element with you, didn't you? You didn't bring one with you. You're more stupid than I thought. Quite awfully awful. I'm afraid I didn't, Pepor. So a big thing with this game is the field effect thing. You have to take into account the enemy's movements also. You can't just rely on your guys lined up to do 3 attacks all in a row sometimes. Often if you want to make use of the field effects, you will have to like think about what attacks your enemy is going to use and respond in kind. You can get through the game with not thinking about it too much, but it's a rewarding system to play around with. Yo, he did the anime thing where he runs through you, then it stands outside. I love Salt and Pepper. R.I.P. Alright, we got another yellow element. Retreat! Let's shake it on out of here. Alright, I know I've said this a couple of times. Well, not this literally, but I've expressed this sentiment a couple of times. But, fucking banger incoming. Oh, and we've got our first innate text. So characters will come in with elements that are basically like defined to them and are in specific slots, and are some of their more powerful abilities. So we've got our first white innate element actually on Serge with his dash and slash ability, and Lena's got her maiden hand. Yeah, let's head into Terminal. Let's shake it on over. Sorry, I'm totally out of bellflowers. There's a big ruckus down in Fossil Valley. Men from the Dragoons were setting roadblocks in the valley. I'll get some in a few days, so come back again then. You have my sincerest apologies. I understand we are here to protect you as Acacia Dragoons. Those knights should be done with their work shortly. Oh, that's alright. I can get my flowers from other places too. Never mind that. I haven't seen Karsh around here lately. How is he doing? Well, he said he was going ghost hunting down south. I'm just a private, so I do not know for certain, but I heard a rumour that Lord Viper ordered him to go. A ghost? Now that is something. I hope it's not the sign of a coming disaster. If you ever see him, give him my regards. I will do that, and I will be back too. God, you're slow. You made me wait forever, making a lovely lady like... Aha! So that's it. I get it. The Sheila over here is your sweetie, eh? I'm right, ain't I? No need to be shy. I'm not so bold as to break up lovers' tender moments. I'm understanding. I'll wait till your little date's over. Well then, have a bloody good time. Huh? Who was that? You don't know who he is? Ah, you must be one of the tourists here to see the festival. That boy is dear sweet Glenn, a member of the Acacia Dragoons. Pretty popular with the people here. But it really surprises me to see that naughty little boy grown so mature. It makes me feel my age. Ah. So yeah, that name Glenn might raise a few eyebrows for some Chrono Trigger veterans. Well, well. So this is that singer Nikki everyone's been talking about. My dear, he looks like a girl. When I was a young girl, it was a luxury for even a girl to have makeup on. Nowadays, even the boys are becoming glamorous. As long as it's trendy, I might as well join in with the youngsters and show off my go-go dancing. Yeah! Based. The rockin' bard Nikki arrives. Witness a superstar for the ages. Location, Viper Festival Special Stage. Master Viper, I'm here to polish your statue again. Alright, all squeaky clean. It's got to be extra clean for the coming festivities. Have you folks come to see the Viper Festival? Termina is peaceful thanks to the watchful eye of our Master Viper. At times warm, at times strict, Master Viper watches over us always. With that said, of course the real Master Viper resides in his manor, along with his Acacia Dragoons. If you'll allow me to brag a little bit, I was invited to the manor a while back. It is a magnificent place. If there was a heaven on earth, that would be it. The manor is beautiful, and its design incorporates the surrounding terrain to its advantage, making it an impenetrable fortress. On top of that, there are powerful soldiers standing guard in front of the main gates that can destroy any monster with just one blow. Well, an upright citizen like myself might be invited to the manor's garden party, but not so for you folks. The most you will get is a cold reception from the gate guards. Ho ho ho! Alright, that's settled. We've got to sneak into Viper Manor. We got to find out what the Acacia Dragoons are up to, right? And why that Karsh bloke was trying to capture you. I've got some business there as well, so I'll go along with you. How about it, Serge? Okay, let's go. It's the obvious choice, right? According to Grandpa here, this Viper Manor is a bloody big place, which also means it'll be easy to break into. There's gotta be more than one way in. If we don't plan this right, it'll cost us our lives. Oh yes, Serge. I'll leave this in your hands, just in case. It's a teleporter. It's a really handy gadget that allows you to exchange party members from afar. The way you use it is... forget it. Check it out for yourself. I hate explaining the details. Kid joined your party. Alright. Sorry, Poshul, you're going on the bench. Me? No, I'm not waiting for anyone. I'm just too cool to hang with anyone else. Hell yeah, kid. And that is how the 6 great dragons sealed the dark evil and restored peace to the land. The end. Mama, do dragons really exist? How big are they? Oh, silly, this is a fairy tale. The old people made it up. But Mama, Corsia says dragons still exist. Are you still playing with that boy? How many times have I told you to stay away from him? Besides, it's hocus pocus like that. That's making Guldiv so remote to us on the main island. Why in the world is there such a thing as the dragon tier? I'm sorry, Mama, but Corsia's stories are fun to listen to. The story told us last time about Master Viper's manor was so scary. No buts. Anything that boy says is a flat-out lie. Any child that believes in such nonsense is not a child of this family. No way! I belong to this family! Cough, cough. There. You're not going to get better if you don't listen to me. Now, if you promise me you won't play with Corch anymore, I will tell you the next story. I promise. So please, tell me the next story. Yes. What should I read you next? Jeez. What a sucky parent. I'm looking for a useful element. Even for dragoons like us who train daily, element selection is crucial. One selection can either make or break your advantage in battle. That's why it's so hard to choose. There's so many, I can't decide which one. Mom said you only have one because you're still a child. Grown-ups have all the fun. They get to mess with all those elements and we don't. Well, Lena, long time no see. How are you? So when did you have a boyfriend? It's not fair to keep me out of the loop. It's nothing like that. He's my cousin. Isn't that right, Serge? Yeah. A cousin, eh? Then Serge, how about we leave Lena here and you and I go on a date? Oh, Lisa, stop that nonsense. Oops, before I forget, this is for you. Mom told me to say hi. Wow, thank you. Thank your mom for me. So, miss, how can I help you today? Don't expect any special deals just because we're friends. Got some new elements to work with here. Alright, that should be enough for now. Why, if it isn't Lena, what a pleasant surprise. The little girl I knew is all grown up now. And what's this? Have you come to show your boyfriend off? Oh, you're so silly. Just the other day I went on my usual trip to the Shadow Forest to gather wild plants. Believe it or not, I found a rare blue-tip mushroom. How about that? Do you envy me? Not really. Looks like you don't appreciate mushrooms at all. Oh well, never mind. Okay then, I'm going to tell you a big secret. Deep inside the forest, there's a very large tree. This tree has a big hole in it. This hole leads to an underground waterway, which is the perfect place for rare mushrooms to go. If you go deeper into the waterway, you'll end up in Master Viper's manor. Does that surprise you? Master Viper must also gather mushrooms in his spare time. He's a truly great man. Master Viper understands how to appreciate good mushrooms. What a wonderful lord he is. Oh, he's just going through this again. Sigh, I've been fired from my job and I'm really strapped for cash. Have you heard about this thing called the Frozen Flame? What's that? What, you haven't heard? Oh well, I was going to keep it a secret. I'll make an exception for you. The Frozen Flame is the treasure of treasures. It's the ultimate treasure in this world. It's rumored that the notorious thieves, radical dreamers are also after it, but that thing is mine. One day I'll get my hands on it and become the richest man in the universe. That's my determined dream. Alright, one more toast to my bright future. This guy thinks that the Frozen Flame is some kind of jewel or something. I'd say things that aren't that easy. It's probably a monster of some sort. Once you gaze at it, boom, you're well done, like steak on a barbecue. Well, you're free to dream, but daily work is always the best. Nothing beats hard work and dedication. I saw Miss Riddell visiting the shrines again. She'd been a darling couple with her childhood sweetheart Dario. It's such a pity that he died so young. They say beautiful women rarely find happiness. How about me? Do I look happy? You look unhappy. Oh my, do I? Why, thank you, although I know it's just flattery. Ever since Dario died, one of the chairs for the 4 Davids of the Acacia Dragoons is vacant. Sir Viper is said to be looking for candidates, yet I can't foresee anyone who can match the caliber of the great knight Dario. If only I were a little younger. Welcome to the Dragon's Tail. Our house is open to all, but we don't allow any tabs or brawls. Put your feet up and have a grand time. You're travellers, aren't you? That's okay, I can tell by the way you look. So what do you think of Termina? This port town just loves travellers. I love this town, and all of its people, whether they are residents or travellers. Barkeep, one more order of squid gut pasta. More? That's all you eat. Try some of the other dishes, will you? The better tasting it is, the faster I eat it up. Jeez, right when we're in the middle of a good conversation. My name is Guile. I am having a certain bet with the fortune teller by the bridge. If I can bring the item of proof from the manor within a week, I shall win. If I cannot, I shall lose, but as there is a trick behind any mysterious magic, there is no such thing as an impregnable fortress in this world. A toast to my coming victory. So you have business in the manor as well. Interesting. Gambling is a lot more interesting with higher stakes. What we need now is a seasoned sailor on a sturdy boat to cross the rough waters. If you can find one, leave the rest to me. I will guide you to Viper Manor. What will it be? Let's wait a minute. I am but a free wanderer. Call me if you change your mind. So basically, there's... yeah. It is like, they call it a manor. It is like, it seems like just a kind of like a stately house that was repurposed. Yeah, there's 3 paths into Viper Manor. Each one comes with a different recruitable party member. We'll see each of the 3 characters, but I think the correct choice will become clear. But first, there's one other party member I want to pick up real quick. If we nip on back to Arnie. So we go through this again. I think this is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, there we go. But come, hold on a second there. What was that? Love is always in the air. It's just that no one notices. You're Mojo? I am Mojo, and I bring him good fortune. But come! This can't be happening. How in the... I sense some kind of purpose. Seems like fun, so I will join you. Wait a second. There's nothing droll about me. Just a word of advice. Stop him running and come face to face with your life. A messenger of love and courage I am. I'm lucky, I'm lucky, I'm lucky. Mojo joined him your party. So, yeah, we've got another undead person in the party. But that skull, we've got Mojo, and we've got Serge, I guess, on some level. Let's keep Lena in the party for now. Yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said that the random side characters in other JRPGs are playable characters in this game. Alright. It's getting late, so I think we will go see the other ways into Viper Manor. And then we'll leave it there. Authorized personnel only. If you have no business, keep moving. I'm gonna be Nicky's honey bun, and I'll make lots and lots of mud pies for him to eat. I've heard rumors that our sweet Nicky is missing. You couldn't have left me for another girl. Oh, how could you? How awful of you, Nicky. This area's off limits. All non-staff members keep out. This is my first time visiting Terminal, so I was wandering around town promoting the band. Lively town, food's great, all in all, pretty nice place. The concert success seems almost guaranteed, but just between us, the main star Nicky is missing. Have you seen him around? We find him in the Diaz quite a few times lately. It's like he was here in body, but not in spirit. But man, without him, we're pretty stuck. We can't even start rehearsing for the show. Nicky's supposed to be back soon from searching, but... Mickey, how was it? Did you find him? No, it's no use. I was able to track him up until he went into Shadow Forest, but there were knights guarding the entrance to the forest and I couldn't get in. Besides, I really didn't want to be in that creepy forest on my own. He's supposed to lead his way into Viper Manor at the end of the forest, but what is that idiot trying to do? I see, so he definitely went into Shadow Forest. Hey, I know, you guys can help me out. I'll lure the knights away from the entrance, then you go into the forest and find Nicky. Pretty please? Won't you help out a pretty girl in distress? Wait just a minute. That's too bad. If you change your mind, please let me know. Now what should we do? So yeah. Option 1. Help the gambler magician guy in. Option 2. Help the missing androgynous pop star who's gone missing in the forest to get in. Then, if I remember right, option 3 is across time. Oh, but I think there's one of my favorite lines in the game is on the way, so I'll see that first also. Yeah, there we go. Who might you be? Fortunes be good, fortunes be bad. Anything from reading your destiny to searching for the missing. Do you wish your fortune be read? Yeah. Who would like a reading? Serge. Well, this is interesting. You're not dead or anything, are you? Has anybody called you back from the great beyond? You just might be the key to the destruction of this entire planet. People are always saying things of this nature to me. I can't say for sure, but fate seems to have a great task for you. Be careful now, boy. Hey, Serge, that's nothing but rubbish. Let's hurry and get moving. You there. In your eyes I perceive both the look of a beauty and the look of a beast. Be mindful not to bring about your own end, my dear. A dream lies in wait, reaching out to engulf you. Sorry, Mum. Don't believe in that fortune-telling at all. I'll make way for my own future by myself. Lassie, you should listen to your elder's advice. Ha! I don't give a damn. Let's go, Sash. Let's get Lena reading while we're here. It says you will not find a boyfriend for a long time. Fortune telling was such a merciless thing. How rude! Yeah, every single character has their own fortune reading that you can go to. Yahoo! Hello there, come and see for yourself. This is the prize of all prizes, a rare catch, a live mermaid. This is what you call a real treasure. Remember that, kids. Unfortunately, this one isn't for sale. She's my most valuable item. So what do you think? This isn't some stuffed animal or anything. She's really alive. Her pure, clear skin, like it's made from crystal. Her gem-like eyes. She's the ultimate collector's item. Nature's creations are indeed great. Such a beautiful thing. Is this thing really alive? Hey, come on, look over this way. Oh, how beautiful she is. Ouch, yow! Hey, you think this is really fun? How would you feel if you were trapped in a tank like that, being stared at every day, huh? Yikes, it's Korcha, run! Korcha, not you again. Don't you go bothering my customers. This is no place for the likes of you. Just leave now. Shut up. What customers? You're selling a bunch of bull. Why didn't you keep the tank uncovered when I showed up? Hey everybody, this shop is a bunch of baloney. Shut your mouth. Don't you say such ridiculous things. Get back to your demi-human friends. Ha, I won't take that from a sleazebag like you. Hey you guys, you're not from around here, eh? Don't wander around too much, you're going to get burned. Just watch your back. Him jumping into the little, 3D boat is just, it's so good. The PS1. That's Korcha. He's from Guldiv. I wonder why he hangs around here in Termina all the time. You shouldn't mess with the likes of him. I tell you, he's nothing but trouble. What business brings you here? There are only shrines here. You shouldn't disturb the resting place of the brave who have fought valiantly. This is no place for outsiders to roam around. I don't mean to be harsh, but if you have no business here, leave now. So, she was out of flowers. That is unfortunate. Then let us pray without any flowers for today. Is that a bellflower you have there? Would you be so kind as to give up that flower to us? We need a bellflower for our prayer. Yeah, sure. Free? Are you sure? I thank you deeply. Please, let me offer you my gratitude as well. The souls that rest beneath this sword love this flower in life. That is why we always bring some here when we pray here. Dario, here is a bellflower that you used to love so much. Soon the flower seed shall sprout, grow leaves, and bloom flowers everywhere. We shall age another year, while you will remain the same, in memory. Father, brother. It is such a mystery. The sword never rusts, even when left in the rain. It seems as if the souls of its masters live within it. Do you not think so, Clan? Yes. I have engraved in my memory the lives of my father and brother, who had wielded the sacred sword Einlandsche. Let us hope that it is true. What do you mean by that? Miss Riddell, I cannot allow even you to... Do you not think there is something odd about the Dragoons of late? Daddy's face shows such anguish. Even Karsh was saying he was sent on a ghost hunt. Miss Riddell? Everyone has been acting oddly, ever since that beastly guest arrived at the manor. Glenn, promise me to always keep the unclouded truth in sight. Do not be swayed by the masses. The splendour of the Einlandia must not be tarnished. As you wish. Oh, forgive me. I just found it a little awkward to hear you say such words. Miss Riddell, a chill wind has risen. Shall we return to the manor? Yes, of course. So despite those people clearly being from Viper Manor, they are not the third option to get in. The third option to get in is elsewhere. I thought it was around here, but I'm sorry. Brecker was out in an errand to Fossil Valley. Please come back a little later. Oh, I remember where he is now. Or at least I thought I did. If I can't find him, I might just, like, I'll end the stream here, but, like... Are you the Master's friend, or do you wish to see Master Goff? Master Goff is presently away, but he will be back shortly. Look at this room. Look at the colors. Look at the brushstrokes. Ah. Bother. That is not it. Something is missing. Believe I am on the right track, however. What is your opinion? I think it's good. But is it art? What would you know? Father, why didn't you come home? I came back just a moment ago. The ship docked ahead of schedule. How have you been? After a short break, I should be on my way again. Oh, Father, off on another business trip again? Yes, that's right. This is another important business opportunity. I should be gone for a while again. Why don't you paint less and start studying accounting for a change? You'll never make a living off painting. If there's anything you need, tell the maid. She shall give you some money. Well, I'm off. Father had promised to go see the festival with me. But then, he does not really care about the promises he makes with me. I do not believe Father even notices the view here. The colours of the sea and the sky far surpass the beauty of those gems he collects. I do wonder if he really was a painter in his youth. It is rather hard to believe. Lately I cannot sleep well at night. I cannot help be afraid that the radical dreamers are coming to steal my treasure. Ever since my wife passed away, examining my treasure collection has been my most enjoyable pastime. But now that I have everything I ever wanted, I sometimes begin to wonder, what is the meaning of my life? Have I been able to accomplish anything meaningful? Of course, I have never stopped to work diligently. I've even earned myself this nice house and a good maid to keep it tidy. I've also wondered if I have lost something very dear to me. For now, all I can do is just keep holding on to my treasures. Step 1, save money. Step 2, save money. Step 3 and 4, skip step 3 and 4. Step 5, save more money. Yeah, I thought I remembered where to find the third guy, but he is not where I remembered him being. There he is! Swordsmanship is as beautiful as a rose. The rouge ambition hidden beneath its beauty. Ah, these words fit moi perfectly. Oh, pardon me, monsieur. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Pierre. I am renting this room for Monsieur Zappa. I am on my way to see this General Viper soon. From what I hear, there is a vacancy among the 4 Devas of the Acacia Dragoons. Such a position is perfect for such a splendid swordsman as moi. What graceful flash on one's sword will surely have them saluting moi as the guest of honor. But I have lost one precious medal, symbol of heroism. Without it, I will certainly be turned away at the gate. Sacre bleu, what am I to do? So yeah, that's the third way in. Is we help find that guy find his badge, and just walk right in. These are all like mutually exclusive characters on each playthrough. You need to complete the game 3 times if you want all 3 characters. So we'll have a think about which characters we want to recruit, who we want to help get into the matter. But yeah, I've been streaming for like 3 hours. God, I didn't realize it was that long. So we'll leave it there for now. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed Chrono Cross. I certainly have. Yeah, I will see you all next week for more, I think. Yeah. Until next time, we will continue the adventures of this strange "It's a Wonderful Life" riff, where we've woken up in an alternate universe where we're dead, and we'll see what that's all about. All right, later, everybody.